What is up? Until we agree, Rat Pack. And what's up to Matt?
Okay, hit it, Hutch.
You know what it is now, boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
We let this guy do one intro a month, and that's what he brings for us.
That was good.
Yeah, no,
that was good.
No, you hit all the key
And that was
points. That's true. You did say our names. You said one name, right? You said my name. You
I
said the name
Matt,
of the show.
well, you cut me off immediately, so I didn't really get a chance to introduce myself.
Because I was falling asleep, and I'm here actively doing the podcast.
Listen, I don't have time for this. Let's get on to the next thing.
Okay. How was your week?
My week was good. I ran. I got a new watch. I ran. I climbed. I did all my normal things.
Mm-hmm.
How was your week? Because I know something big that happened to you.
Yeah, thank you for asking. That meant a lot to me. I wanted to talk about some stuff, and I'm glad that you asked me, because I was ready to say, how dare you not ask me back? That's why I asked you. I didn't really care what you did. I wanted you to ask me. So yeah, I had a good week. There's a crispness in the air. Fall is upon us. You wake up and it's just like the slightest bit chilly, and things feel good. Football's back, and so I'm just generally angry from like most of the weekend, and I take it out on the ones who love me most. So things are good over here, and I'm happy to be back on Until We Agree with Matt and Tyler. Welcome back to the podcast Until We Agree. My name is Matt, joined as always with Tyler. This podcast, if you're new, it keeps going until we agree. So we're happy to be here, and Tyler, thanks for asking how my week was.
But I just said all that, and then you just I think you kind of paraphrased it, but shorter.
Well, we'll paraphrase them, but shorter are but the same sentence. So you didn't have to say both, but thank you for wasting my time and the Rat Pack's time. Should we move on to the next topic of conversation?
I would love to. What'd you do this week? You never actually answered that question.
I told you I watched football this weekend, and that was about it. It was a good week. We were fine.
Yeah, but you've also finished a book.
Okay, but that's actually topic 2. So I didn't know if we were jumping into that yet.
Sorry. Also this week you worked on a new character, and I'm sure we're all excited to hear whatever this is.
Yeah, so you know how this show is a lot about improv, and so I haven't worked out this character too much, but I did have a character come to my mind, and we like to work out these characters live on air to keep our reflexes quick. Keep everything tight. Don't waste your time in this show, because we can.
Speaking of reflexes, you just reminded me. Did you ever, when you know the doctor's visits where they hit your knee with
familiar, yeah,
to test your reflexes?
Yeah.
Did you ever exaggerate your leg kick to make it seem like you were like really reactive?
I didn't know what it was doing, so I just knew that I was supposed to react, and so I just wanted to seem extra healthy, because I was afraid of needles, so I didn't want to get extra shots. And in my head, I associated not reacting well to getting shots. And one time, my doctor faked me out on it, and he caught me red-handed, because I think he knew I was kind of selling a little bit. And yeah, I was the fool that day. The doctor typically was, but that day it was me.
I knew that there would be something weird with you and the reflexes. I just knew it. Like,
dude, don't act like you didn't fake it. That's ridiculous.
No, I didn't. Here's the thing. I only exaggerated it. I never sped up my reflexes, but I would exaggerate the kick that would come out, because my leg would be hanging at 90 degrees, and boom, all of a sudden it would be like a Cristiano Ronaldo free kick, like level, speed of foot to knee height in about half a second.
Yeah, and for those of us who aren't familiar with that name you said in the middle, who did you say just then?
Lionel Messi.
And who would that be?
The grandson of Pele.
Okay.
The greatest footballer of all time.
Okay. So I have a new character I want to bring to you, and so sometimes we don't give the context of who this character is, but I think this time it's appropriate leading into it. That I tell you a little bit about this character.
It's so much more fun to guess, though.
Yeah, but I think this one's almost critical that I tell you ahead of time. So
you tell me or the audience?
Everyone. I want everyone to be looped in, so you're going to hear it as well. So my name is Terry in this instance, and something about Terry is Terry is terrified of podcasting equipment.
I don't like where this is going.
Okay, so
This feels like this feels just like an excuse to scream into the microphone.
no,
is
it's
what
not.
this feels like.
No, trust me. Hey,
No,
trust me.
I
Hey,
know exactly where this is going.
No, look at me.
And
Look at me in the eye.
This is also
trust
your
me.
small Matt Damon impression. You found an impression, and now you're just finding
No,
more
hey.
more uses to let it out.
No,
that's all you're doing.
No, I need you to. Do you trust me?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna do
Should
that.
I?
Do you trust me? I'm
You're
not
not
gonna
gonna-
do that.
You're not gonna scream into the mic. Tell me right now.
No. Okay, you just be Tyler, and this is a
Okay.
guest named Terry who's afraid of podcast equipment who is coming on the podcast for the first time. All right, so lead us in.
Okay. All right, Terry, if you could just bring that mic pretty close to
Ah! What is on my head? What is in front of me? Ah! Ah!
Terry, please.
Hey, Matt's back.
Dude, I don't know how I didn't see that coming. I'll be honest.
So yeah,
That's a good character.
Yeah,
man.
thanks, man. I finished a book for the first time in years this week. By the way, we haven't touched on that yet. We talked about it last week, but I was a little bit. I was like 3/4 of the way through the book last week. When we were recording the podcast, and I was listening to it on audiobook on Spotify, and it was like apparently I didn't know this. They include certain titles on Spotify just with your premium subscription. And so and I know there's pirated stuff on Spotify, but this was a legitimate, I'm telling you all this for a reason. This was a legitimate source. It said in green text,
No, I know. It
included
it
with
was.
premium. This was not pirated or anything. Like I found like the actual audiobook that Spotify allows us to listen to. And so I was listening to it for a while because I think it's like a 16-hour recording, and I had, I think, maybe 5 hours left on it. So I was pretty deep into it, and I had been listening to it for about a little less than a week at that point. And what are the odds that I click on last Monday night to start listening to the audiobook that I want to get done with? Project Hail Mary, we've been talking about it last week, and this is a big deal because it's not totally reading, but it is because it's an audiobook I was listening to, and this hasn't happened to me in quite some time. If it was not Harry Potter, I haven't read it in the last 10 years, and so that's the kind of person I've become, which for better or worse, I would like to think for better, but that's not the point. I was reading this book. Tyler told me to read it, and I was enjoying it. It's truly great, and it's part of this experiment. Not experiment. What is it? They're making it into a motion picture. And everyone here knows I love movies, and so I'm excited to see it in person. But it was a really cool experience to get to live through the book first. And so now I'm gonna have so much more context. But one thing I did call out last week, and apparently I'm the Lone Ranger here. I said that the narrator, and maybe it's because in my head I have Ryan Gosling because I know he's been cast as the main character. But even still, they even say at one point, this is a guy in his mid-30s, I think. That's the line in the book. And the guy who's the narrator, he does a lot of really good voices as well, but he sounds like someone's grandfather. And so that's why I was kind of taken out of it. Every time he's talking, he just talks like a dweeb. And I guess the character's a dweeb because he's a scientist. But like in my head, I have Ryan Gosling. At the very least, I have a 30-year-old who doesn't talk like that. And
right.
So
he's
I
not
was
a tough man. Like
I expected like slightly cooler and slightly younger, but boy, oh boy, after I finished the book, I went and was like, just like gauging people's vibe on the book. Now I was on TikTok, I was looking through stuff, and not every, but most of the TikToks I saw were just talking about, they hold up the book and they go, you should not read this book. You just shouldn't. And I'm like, okay, why not? And then they go, because this is the best audiobook you're ever going to listen to in your life.
Whoa.
And it happened, like, I think I was scrolled through maybe 20 Project Hail Mary videos on TikTok. I think 15 of them were the exact same setup where they go, don't read this book, listen to it. And now I look like a fool. I'm the idiot now, which I think is unjust, but like in so many ways he did a great job. But like most of the time we're in first person view of him being a 30-year-old man, and he sounds senile, if not elderly. And so I thought it wasn't that good, but he does like the other stuff really well. He does women voices well, he does accents really well, and he does so
Whoa.
be that.
Spoiler alert.
You're right. I'll put a bleep in there. But so he does all these voices well, and it is a cool experience. But I was shocked. But that's not the point. We talked about that last week. I just need to apologize. His name is Ray Porter. I'm sorry, Ray Porter. I'm your only hater in the world, and I don't want to be that. I want to blend into the crowd. So I also agree the audiobook is perfect. But they took it off Spotify in the 6
Yeah,
days.
I was about to say, I figured out how it apparently just 2 months ago it was not on Spotify.
So it was only
Because
on there
it's
for.
Audible exclusive. It's an Audible exclusive.
Did it just
then-
become that like recently?
No, it was already one. It's like people are saying 2 months ago that it's an Audible exclusive. That means it's not generally available.
But how did
And
it get
then
on?
I guess it
Spotify?
snuck onto Spotify. Officially, it was like really on there.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, somebody else said 32 days ago that now it is on Spotify. And then 12 days ago it says and it's gone. So I don't know. Yeah, it was short lived, but it was there for like 2-3 weeks. And
what a weird pocket to be in the middle of, because I've been told to listen to this book to read this book for like a year now by you, and I was doing it. And what are the odds I find it and then it just is gone? But that being said,
great timing.
yeah, it really was. It was unfortunate for sure. But that being said, for those of you who've never been inside my house or who know me personally, which is at least some of the people here, we have people all over the world. I have a bookshelf, and this is now the only book on the bookshelf, because I mostly put DVDs on it, and so.
Which is super strange.
Yeah, but the bookshelf itself is more of like a museum of my life, and so like it's only stuff that I would consider myself in love with. And so when it comes to media or anything, and so like I call it the Britney Shrine. It's on the bookshelf. She has her own shelf, and so it's just like stuff that I love. And so there's like from my travel memories, there's a shelf for that. There's a shelf for all my movies, and I was like, this was awesome that I read a book and I loved it. So I was like, not a big deal. Let me just order the audiobook anyways, or order the paperback anyways, so then I could read it. I can finish the book. I don't have to listen to that stupid voice anymore talk about it, or not stupid, depending if you're anyone else in the world. And then I can just put it on the shelf and it becomes part of the museum, because it's a museum more than anything else. So now I have the book. And so it ended up being an okay thing, because here's the thing about books. Books aren't like crazy expensive, and maybe it's because you only read them once usually, and then like you just have like the thing and you don't use it again. But it's only a couple bucks to buy one of these bad boys.
Yeah, that book was probably $20.
Oh, it was like 12, bro.
That's
Paperback.
a good price.
Let me put you on a paperback for a second.
No, I only get paperbacks if I can help it.
Oh, you're like, but you're like serious about your. I'm a novice, and so I'm just trying to get
50 books now.
I'm trying to get the words.
I've accumulated 50 books.
Yeah, see, I'm just trying to get the words into my brain and then never touch it again. You're like, this is part of your personality trait now. My personality trait is Project Hail Mary. Your personality trait is books. So that's where I think the line is.
I've got another one for you when you're ready. I
Okay.
think you're ready to jump
and I
into
told
the
you,
next one.
I told you in 5 years I'll reach out. Seriously, in 5 years,
I think you're ready to jump
you're my
into the
first
next one,
call.
because I've got some since Project Hail Mary that I'm really liking that I think you would love just as much.
Seems unlikely. I had to put time in my life to get this book in, and it's, I'm a busy guy. I have a lot on my plate, so I appreciate it. That means a lot. Seriously, that you're thinking of me when we're not together. But you have to reach out to Brittany and get her to put time in my calendar, because I didn't have a calendar until I met her. So she's a calendar person, and yeah, just go through her and we'll work something out. But I do have the final say, and right now I'm feeling 2030 for my next book.
Well, you were talking a lot of trash about the voice actor, Ray Porter, legend.
Do you have him? Is he coming on?
Yeah, he's coming on, and he's got a lot to say, and he's going to say it very well. But I want to hear you read a passage.
Ooh, okay.
Do your best to really. Do you remember when we talked about this segment that you didn't write on the agenda for some reason? That we were going to both read a segment from the book and do our best to voice act it.
Oh, but I don't have to do his voice. I can do my own voice.
No,
for the main
it's
character.
just like if you hate the narrator so much, you should be the one to.
You're right.
to
We did
be a
talk
voice
about this.
actor.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Let me find. Yeah. Do you have the book in front of you?
I don't have the copy of the book, but I can get an excerpt, I'm sure.
Let me ASMR this really quick.
Just tell me what page you're on.
Let's
do something early in the book.
That's pure papyrus. Well, should we do one where he's on Earth and he's like there's like multiple characters?
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Okay. I should have been prepared because you're right. We did talk about this. Oh, this is so embarrassing. This is so
why don't we just do the first page? Why don't we just do the first page?
Why don't we do the first page? You're right. Let's not be heroes here. Gosh, you're so smart. Oh, they have
It's
a little
on Earth, but it'll be fun.
Dude, they put little diagrams in the front of how like the ship works.
Yeah, man. I know.
Dude, I just
have
got the book. Okay, big deal.
You should read the first page now.
Okay.
What's 2 plus 2?
Oh, you forgot to say chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
What's 2 plus 2?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, you're
One
killing
last
me.
thing. Mute me because I don't want to be influenced by your reading at all.
Bro, you already heard my computer voice. That's not
I know.
fair.
I heard the computer voice, but that has already ingrained itself in my brain. I'll never forget that, unfortunately. So why don't you mute me for the rest of it? I don't want to be influenced at all.
Okay, I'm going to change the computer voice then.
Okay, but just mute me.
Okay, here I go. Okay, Tyler can't hear me. Chapter 1.
What's 2 plus 2?
Something about the question irritates me. I'm tired. I drift back to sleep. A few minutes pass, then I hear it again.
What's 2 plus 2?
Oh no, the soft feminine voice lacks emotion, and the pronunciation is identical to the previous time she heard it. It's a computer. A computer is hassling me. I'm even more irritated now. I say. I'm surprised. I meant to say, leave me alone. A completely reasonable response in my opinion, but I fail to speak.
Incorrect.
Says the computer.
What's 2 plus 2?
Time for an experiment. I'll try to say hello. I say.
Incorrect. What's 2 plus 2?
Okay. I realize
Did you read
I
the
don't.
whole book?
I did not read. You can do less if you want to. I went down to what's going on. I did not read the word what's going on.
Really? You read that? That took you that long?
Bro, okay, there's a difference between reading in your head and being a voice. This is voice acting. I don't think you realize that. This is voice acting. So it's different than whatever you're going to. You don't just read fast. You like.
Okay.
Even my normal narrator
I'm gonna
voice
go now. I'm gonna go now.
was
I don't need
soothing
to
and
mute,
cool.
but I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna need some special effects if possible.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
need
gotcha.
some auto tune on this part, and then
Look,
hopefully some. Okay, yeah.
if
All
I
right.
know editor Matt, he's going to be able to do that just
Chapter
fine.
1.
Okay.
What's 2 but? Wouldn't that be funny if it just sounded like that? All right, no, seriously. I need to be serious now. No
Yeah,
laughing, by the
Yeah,
way.
of course.
Chapter 1. What's 2 plus 2?
You're gonna be so
Something
mad when you
about the
get
question-
down. You're gonna be so mad when you get down 5 lines and you realize they tell you what the computer sounds like. Anyways, I was mad too. Keep going.
Dude, should I read that first?
Nah, just keep going. You're good. You're committed to that voice though for the computer.
Oh, no, I'm not. Chapter 1. What's 2 plus 2? Something about the question irritates me. I'm tired. I drift back to sleep. A few minutes pass, then I hear it again. What's 2 plus 2? The soft, feminine voice lacks emotion, and the pronunciation is identical to the previous time she said it. It's a computer. A computer is hassling me. I'm even more irritated now. I say. I'm surprised. I meant to say, leave me alone. A completely reasonable response, in my opinion. But I failed to speak? Incorrect, says the computer. What's 2 plus 2? Time for an experiment. I'll try to say hello. Oh, I say. Incorrect. What's 2 plus 2?
Wow.
That's really good, actually.
Well, here's what I noticed when you were just being a narrator. You were just using your normal voice. Were we allowed to do that?
Sure. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Well, it was a little quick, but I think we both talk a little quick. So I think we'd have to work pretty hard on that. If
I
we
can't
became,
wait to hear what yours sounded like if you didn't use your normal voice.
Well, it was mostly my normal voice, but I wanted it to be like a little bit cooler.
Manlier?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
Okay, dude. How dare you? How dare you? My voice goes both lower and higher than yours. You wish you had the range that I had.
Right.
Anyways, what do you want to talk about today? That was good.
Dude, you know what I want to talk about, man.
Lay it
What
on
I
me,
tell
man.
you, what I tell you before this.
You want to get crazy political.
Yeah.
Okay.
So me versus you and we're running for not president, but Senate, who wins?
Bro, if anyone in their right mind looks at the two of us and picks you as a person to be their senator, then I wouldn't want them to have a vote, much less be associated with me.
Well, they probably wouldn't associate with you. What would top 5 legislation go?
I want to increase the military budget by 10 times.
10 times, okay, tenfold.
Yeah, of course. And then I want to melt the ice caps.
Of Earth?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay,
I'm going to
Sounds
bomb
really good.
Canada.
nice.
I am
That's
going to insider trade. Not sure if that's a law, but I'm going to do it.
Okay,
And then I'm going to increase the power of the national bank.
what national bank?
Do we not have a national bank?
I don't know what if you're talking about like the Fed. Are you talking
Yeah,
about the
like
Fed?
maybe the Fed. I don't know. I've seen Hamilton.
Okay,
Whatever he did.
my 5 legislation
Uh-huh.
would be 1, Shark Tank is the new cabinet. 2,
Wait, when you mean
wait,
do you know what a cabinet? Are you talking about I feel like when you hear the word cabinet, you don't think about like a group of people. You think of like an actual thing in a door. Are you saying you want to put a Shark Tank in the Senate?
no, sorry.
Like in a wood door in the Senate?
Okay, so we've had a bad misunderstanding. It's not a Shark Tank in the Senate. It is the show Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be members of the Senate. But now that you've said that, I think that's going to be my number 2 because that's kind of sick.
Okay.
Like, just like it in the middle of the House or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or the Senate because we're in the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Just a Shark Tank to remind us who the apex predator on Earth is.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 then, right? Because 2
Mhm.
Shark Tanks,
Yeah.
right? Okay. 3 is Barbara's off Shark Tank. I'm out on Barbara.
Okay.
Four-
You would do that after you put her on the Senate, and then you would immediately fire her.
Yeah, it's a bit cruel.
Because
I'll admit it's
you
big
said first you're gonna put them all on. Okay, that's
Yep.
good. No, you're good. Keep going.
4, I'm gonna pressure them to invest in my products.
Hey, did you watch Shark Tank recently? Just by
I
chance.
haven't. No, I haven't.
What is it?
Um,
Why are you so zoned in on Shark Tank right now?
Dude, top 5 legislation, and this would be my top. This would be top 4.
Oh, this is just Senate. This is just how the Senate works,
Right.
I guess. Sorry.
And my number 5 would be make tampons free.
Of course, I don't see any issue with that.
I feel like
Is this
you
thing
do.
on?
No, I feel like you do.
No, I don't.
Um,
I don't.
but
Look.
based on that, I think I win the election
No.
in a landslide.
No, I don't think. Okay.
Kids today grew up on Shark
No,
Tank.
if we actually
Did you or did you not grow up on Shark Tank?
like a little bit. No, if we actually both tried, there's no way you can hang with me when it comes to politics. There's just no way, simply. But what I find, I've been watching the show Veep kind of in my off time. And are you familiar with what the show Veep is?
I'm familiar with it. Never seen an episode though.
It's really good. They say the F word a couple of times, so just be aware of that. But it's a really fascinating show.
Did they say the T word? That's something you'd be scared of.
What's the? Oh no, they not that I can recall, but I'm sure at some point maybe it has slipped out. But yeah, so what I've learned from that show, and I obviously it's satirical, it's a comedy, but I do think it parallels, like it draws off of something, right? That's what makes comedy good. And from what I can tell, is being in politics is mostly just like managing PR. That's like the entire show basically is like a crisis comes up, but it's not like a crisis of like world peace or something. It's like a quote was taken out of context, and then they all have to like run around and make sure that no one is taking the quote out of context. And it's so good, but that's every single episode. I've watched that like at least 24 times now. That exact thing play out.
I need to watch it. Where do you watch it on? Plug Veep real quick.
Let me plug Veep. Not sponsored. The show's been off the air for years now. It's on HBO Max, which I believe is what it's called again now. I know they've kind of gone through name changes, but I believe they're back on HBO Max.
Dang. All right. Well, I can't wait to get on it.
It's a fun show.
I just finished watching the Dexter Resurrection.
Aren't there like 10 of those shows now? I didn't
dude,
realize that
too many.
the DCU runs so deep, but it's
Well,
all
it's
over
not
the place.
DCU at all, by the way.
The Dexter
Not
Cinematic
DCU at all.
Universe? Telematic universe?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were referring to that.
Right.
Hold on. Sorry, I think we might have a guest.
No
Jumping
way.
on.
No way. Is it Ginnick? Is Ginnick here for relationship advice? Is it Ginnick? Please tell me it's Ginnick.
But 1 second. So Dexter, yes. If you watch the original Dexter, this new one's the best of them. Original Sin I didn't watch, but it looks bad.
You're forgiven for
Um,
that. It's okay.
I don't remember what I was supposed to say about Dexter. Probably nothing. They're not paying me at all, but I wanted to say that I really liked this new season.
Yeah. That's a
yeah,
show.
Nashville. We were going to talk to Ginnick about Nashville.
What do you mean? I thought we were talking to him about dating advice.
No, you can ask him if he wants to talk
Okay,
about that, but
okay,
he wanted to hear from you about what to do in Nashville.
Okay, great. Bring him in.
All right, I told him to jump on. So he'll jump on whenever he's ready. He's also, I've been pressuring him to run a full marathon, so you should tell him as soon as he joins, will you ask him why he's babying out on a full marathon and running a half here in
Right.
6 months?
Because let's be real, a half marathon is nothing at all. That's not an accomplishment in any way.
No, it absolutely is.
No, it's not.
But
No,
the
it's,
issue,
what do you mean?
The issue is he's doing it in 6 months, and I know he could absolutely do one if he wanted to,
Mhm.
and he won't. He doesn't feel confident, and I want to make him. I want to make him know that he can do it. You know what I mean?
I just remember when our queen Taylor Swift, her fiance Travis Kelce, when he won 8 games in the regular season once, we said, "Congratulations, you just won the Super Bowl." You know, because like getting halfway to the Super Bowl is what matters, right? That's what
Right.
it sounds like to me.
So I guess you're right.
Yeah.
So
If-
I guess if you've ever run a half marathon, you're just saying. I guess
what
it is
my-
a half marathon for a reason. There's a 5K, there's a 10K. Those are established
Right. Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Those
Then
are
there's
things.
a marathon, and then there's a half marathon. Nobody ever runs a half 10K.
Right. That would just be a 5K.
run a
And that's its
5K.
own. That's its own thing.
And that's its own thing.
Yeah.
its
And
own category.
so a half marathon just means you showed up and did half your job. And I'll tell you what, if I did half my job every single day, I don't think I'd have a job. Truly. Like you show up and do the whole
No.
thing.
Yeah, you have to.
And that
And
I
I
mean,
think,
I have a bad work ethic, so I don't
and we know.
run a marathon, but I'm also, you're not going to catch me dead running a half marathon. If I'm going to do one, I'm going to do the real thing.
I think you should train for a marathon.
I think you should train for a marathon. That's what you sound like, and you sound stupid when you say it.
Bro. Okay. We'll get back to this if Ginnick joins. If he joins, when he joins, make that the first thing you say, and then we'll jump into the Nashville stuff. But until then, should we jump into trivia?
I think we have to. Trivia is what
on,
matters most, because if he just wants to talk Nashville, I'm not as dialed in. I want to talk relationships with him, so we'll be just fine. But yeah, okay. So trivia. We did trivia a few weeks ago, and then in a new way where we both got to play because my boy Sea Dog, who's still Sea Dog, ChatGPT, he does questions for us, and then I don't get the answers until I ask him to give me the answers. So it's an even playing field. This week I'm doing something even special. It's called Trivia Golf. I believe is what he calls it. He calls it numerical trivia golf, which means lowest score wins, because he's going to give us pretty much impossible trivia questions in the sense that it's like you have to guess a numerical number, and however many numbers you're off is how many points you get, and you want to have the lowest amount of
that's
points.
fun.
Right? Dude, we're having fun today. Welcome
That
back to
is
Until We
fun.
Agree, the only podcast
Will
that
he
has
keep
fun.
track of the math?
I can sure try to help. I can sure try to make that happen, because you're right. It will
I
be
can
a little...
I can do it if needed.
Okay. Yeah, if maybe you could keep it up on your side, because it's going to get a little messy on my end with
Let's
just
do
the
that.
one Sea Dog. Okay. And I have 10 questions for us. So,
All right.
and these are kind of fun, because like if you ever had like an interview for like a job at a business, they'll like do like a real interview for 55 minutes, and then they'll be like, now we want to see you like think abstractly. And these are like abstract trivia questions, like to get your mind working in a
Like
different way. You don't-
our favorite scene of all time. You're
Right.
two dime-sized men and you're trapped in a blender. What do you do?
Right. Like Well, maybe not like that one exactly, because there is a right answer, but it's not about knowing the right answer. It's about having the right thought process to eventually get you to a right answer, because there's not a time to get a right answer in the time we're given here. So the first question, and here we go. Number 1, how many windows are there in the Empire State Building?
This is so easy.
Okay.
4 times 5.
4. No way. You're starting with 4 times 5. Oh no.
2,200.
I would say it's at least like 55,000.
Like,
Maybe I am. Okay. Answer to
What
number
is it?
1. Oh no.
how many was it, man?
6514.
All right, so 6514. Oh man, 6514 minus 2,200. So I have a score of.
Oh wait, I think Sea Dog's
4,030.
offering to do it for us.
Oh,
Tyler
nice.
guessed 2,200.
Oh,
and
that is
I
Ginnick.
guessed. Oh man, Kinnick, what are you doing here, man?
Oh, Tyler invited me.
No, Matt's joking.
Yeah.
We just started trivia, so we're gonna put that on pause and talk to you.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, we're putting everything on pause for you, dropping everything.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. So, Ginnick, I want to talk about something else, but I will get to that later because you want to talk about Nashville, and especially Tyler wants to talk about. Apparently, he says you have a bad work ethic, is what he was. Are you recording, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
Tyler,
not what I said, by the way.
Tyler was saying that you had a bad work ethic
That's
because
not what I said.
he said in life what you tend to do is like when you have like your job,
That
like
is
your
not
9 to
what I
5,
said.
you show up and you work like 4 hours a day basically, and then you just get free cash for the next 4 hours. Is that like a fair assessment of who you are?
If my employer is listening, no. And if they're not listening, still no.
Right. Exactly.
So
and
you
that's
would never. Yeah, I guess I see what Matt's saying. You would never show up to a 8-hour day of work and only work 4 hours, right?
No.
like another way to say that is like you would never work like half of what you're supposed to do. Like you wouldn't
No.
do that. Interesting. Okay, so then so what so what I've been hearing, and this is just what I've been hearing around the circles, because you know how our circles intertwine a lot socially. You're gonna run a marathon, but you're gonna quit halfway through for some reason, and I'm struggling I'm struggling to wrap my
Oh.
mind around why you would commit to only doing half of the actual accomplishment.
Look, I didn't even know that they had labels. Like, I was just going for 13 miles. I didn't even know that was a thing.
You're
So
not
you
even
would be
doing an
short of the
event. You're
half
just running for
marathon
third.
Yeah.
Because that's 13.1.
Oh, well, I can do that too.
Yeah, just tack on that extra 0.1 while you're at it.
Yeah.
So, okay, but all jokes aside, you're an improv guy, so that was a great joke. But for real, why would you only do half the marathon? If you're going to sign up and...
I've never done them. I've never done a half marathon.
Okay, so that's not necessarily my question. Why would you only... Like, before I had a job, I never worked a job, you know? Like, that's... then one day you wake up and you have a job and you have to do the full job. You know, like it just kind of seems ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It kind of seems like, I don't know, like stupid to only do half the marathon.
That's
you know?
like your first day of work. You show up and you say, "I'm leaving at lunch." By the way.
Yeah, they buy you a nice lunch. And you go, by the way, this is it for me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I'll be here bright and early. Like I'm gonna be here on time, but I'm only gonna be here till lunch every day. Right? That's not gonna fly, right?
Look, I think you should think about
Matt
how Tyler's approaching it.
Really quick, Matt refused to run for more than 2 weeks, once a week, just a few months ago. By the way, I just want to put that out there.
Hang.
But I'm not. But I'm also,
This-
if I was
this
gonna commit
started
to something, I'm gonna commit to it. Yeah.
And you'll hear this on the playback, Ginnick. This started because I said that I know you're capable of running a full marathon, like I've been telling you.
Mm-hmm.
And so that I wanted Matt to ask why you were doing a half instead of a full. And so Matt, he took it his own way with the half day thing, but I kind of like it as an analogy. So I think we're sticking with it.
It all comes down to scheduling. Okay, the program we agreed on with the 10K, there's nothing that can squeeze me in
We should
for a full.
we should throw that in the trash. You don't need 42 weeks.
Look, I'm struggling with 2 miles right now. I think I need 42 weeks.
No, you're fine.
Dude,
You're
just
fine.
run.
Let's talk about Nashville. You're fine. Let's talk about Nashville. Matt, you live in Nashville. Ginnick, you are going to Nashville. When are you going to Nashville, by the way?
No date in mind.
I thought this was more established because I knew you hadn't like booked anything.
Well, I mean,
I
I was
thought it was
gonna
more
do like
established.
October, maybe early November. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And may I ask you a follow-up question for a second?
Yeah.
Are you bringing a special someone with you? Like a girlfriend?
friend.
Like a girlfriend?
No, a friend.
A friend who's a girl?
No.
Matt's dying to talk about relationship advice, but I told him we were
I
only
bet.
doing Nashville.
So you had a date recently, right?
It's exactly what I expect from Matt.
Yeah.
Matt's a little
trying to be
weasel.
helpful.
Don't let him
No, I'm
get
trying to be
you.
helpful.
Don't let him get to you.
You wanted relationship advice from two people who are in
I
successful
did not.
relationships.
No, we haven't even talked about Nashville yet.
Okay, go to Nudies. Nudies is the best place on Broadway.
Whoa,
There-
nudies.
there's a
Yeah,
restaurant.
Ginnick, are you interested in karaoke?
Not really.
I know Ginnick. Ginnick's not going to be a cross-eyed critters guy. He wants to go to Nudies. He wants to rock out at Nudies on the rooftop. And then I have a restaurant. I'll send it to you later. I happen to know that Sabrina Carpenter ate at this restaurant multiple nights when she was in town because she loved the vodka pasta so much.
What's the restaurant called?
I don't remember what it's called,
Okay.
but I'll think on it and I'll get back to you both.
Well, and hotels. Where should you stay?
You can just stay with me. No problem.
Oh. Okay.
We only have the one bed, but it'll be good.
Even better.
I'll take it.
Okay. Ginnick, how did your date go a few weeks ago?
Ginnick, you can drop off if you need to.
I just might.
Did
at
it go?
this point.
Did it go well? What did you do?
Matt's a little rat. Don't.
No,
don't
I'm
let
just
him get to you.
curious. What did you end up doing? Because the
What
first
did
date,
you end up doing?
first dates are kind of fun because you can kind of do whatever you want as long as it's like interact. Like as long as you're like
But they're
actively.
also they're fun because you can do whatever you want. But then it's like choice paralysis because then you don't want to get too creative, but you don't want to do anything boring either. It's hard.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if this was established already on the podcast, but maybe you two both talk about like your first dates with your significant other.
That's good. We had a whole episode dedicated to that.
Yeah, you can just go back and listen to it.
Oh, do you actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Our Worst First Dates.
That's noted. Yeah.
one of our
Oh,
big
okay,
ones.
okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
But and I don't know. I mean, obviously, my first date worked out well because I'm now married to this woman. But it wasn't like the most like exciting because we were kind of on a time crunch, and so I couldn't like go all out for the first date. But like usually first dates, you can kind of get a little what's the word? Like
Creative.
adventure, yeah, creative. You can get creative and kind of just like as long as you're not like sitting in silence. Like a movie's like a bad first date because you're in silence with a stranger. But like there's like a lot of first dates that you can do that you can just like have fun with, and you can just like do something that's like just enjoyable whether you're with a person you like or not. So all that being said, what did you do on your first date?
All right. Well, thanks for the tips on Nashville.
I
I
got
guess
you.
I'll just text this to Tyler. So
All right.
Oh,
you enjoy that trip.
You're leaving.
thanks. Well,
You
yeah.
enjoy that
yeah.
trip.
I would like to say, everybody drop a comment. What do you want Matt to talk about in the next podcast? And what do you want Tyler to talk about in the next podcast?
And
And
if you want getting back on for dating advice, make him feel comfortable.
Yeah, make him feel right at home in
That's
the
to
comment
you, Matt.
section.
That's
Oh,
to
me.
you, Matt.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
'Cause you are
trust
not
Matt. I just don't
yeah.
trust Matt.
Yeah, I don't trust
No,
Matt
what
either.
the-
I'll be honest.
You should.
Made a
You
lot of
should.
weird comments.
I've
Yeah,
no,
he does. Yeah,
where
he does.
when name one. I have nothing but good advice. People look to me for advice. I'm a beacon.
Not often.
Listeners, comment below the weird times Matt's been weird.
Yeah,
We
conversation's
don't
gonna
have.
be
There's not
empty
enough.
tonight.
There's not enough hard drive space in the world for, for the amount of comments we're about to receive.
all right.
And
All
I'll
right.
say last thing before I drop off. Matt said that my improv lesson was like too structured, too boring. When Ronnie came on, he said that Ronnie made it more fun. So I'm done. I'm done with improv.
Did I say that?
I don't
All
remember
right,
that,
bye
but
bye.
thanks again. Have
See you,
fun in
man.
Nashville. All expensive paid trip to Nashville from the podcast.
That's awesome. Yeah. Dude, always good to have Ginnick on the show. And Ginnick, I want you to feel right at home in my arms. So if you want to come and get dating advice, I
You
got
don't, you don't, you don't make it easy, man. He jumped on to talking about Nashville, and it's immediately. So what did you do on your first date?
Dude, that's not all I care about, because I
All
care
right,
about Ginnick as a person.
We have a riveting game of trivia to get back to and finish.
Should we just not do it?
No, man, I like it. Let's do it quickly.
Okay, really, really quick.
And I was winning.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
a
No,
lot.
no thinking, just answer. Okay. In what year was the first shopping cart introduced to grocery stores in the U.S.?
1962.
Okay. Tyler says 1962. Matt says 1935. And then let's see. 1937. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. So I got 2. Okay. So right now the score is Tyler 4,339, Matt 48,488. That's a fun answer. Okay. Question 3. How many episodes of The Simpsons aired in the 1990s?
234.
Okay, 234 you said?
Yep.
That's pretty I don't want to sound like a sheep. I'll say 199. It was 226. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's good guesses from
Okay. 4 is how many teeth does a great white shark have on average at one time?
64.
Isn't it like 506?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
I quit the
300.
buffer after you guessed like 500,000.
I know. I need
windows
bigger
and-
numbers. Okay. It was 300, so we kind of split the middle there. Okay. Question 5 is, how many rooms are in Buckingham Palace?
119.
I say 120.
Okay, wait a second.
775. Why did I go so close to you? I need to catch up time. Okay, I'm still down by about 44,000. Question 6 is, okay, how many miles long is the Great Wall of China? I'll go first. I need to go first.
Yeah. You go
I'll go first for the rest. Okay. That was question. Oh no, yeah, question 6. 707.
Miles?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with 1926.
I need bigger numbers, man. This isn't gonna do anything. 13,000. I got a bigger number. Oh, I'm so stupid. 13,000. How did they build that? That's crazy. Okay. Question 7 is how many letters are in the full chemical name for the protein nicknamed Titin? Titin. The longest known word. I will say.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't understand any of what that.
So the
question
question is, this is the longest known word, and it's the chemical makeup of the element Titin, Titin.
Okay.
So
I'm in.
just 904.
37.
Oh! 189,819.
We were off by quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, like a little bit.
Why didn't you guess higher?
That's a good point. Okay. How many different flavor varieties of Oreos have been officially released in the US since its creation? I will say 2,348.
300.
It was 458.
I'm
Okay.
good at this.
Yeah, except you missed that Titan one really bad.
So did you.
Not as bad. How many Earth days does it take Venus to complete one full rotation on its axis? This is from Project Hail Mary. How many Earth days does it take to complete one full? How many Earth days does it take full one rotation? Interesting. Just one. So one day on Venus is how many Earth days? I'll say 18.
212.
Okay. Oh, you're so good at this. 243. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, going to the last question, the score is 252,870 for me and 206,455 for you. Okay, and I think I had the right to go second on this one because you're in the
Okay.
lead. How many pounds was the heaviest pumpkin ever recorded?
Should I let you back in it?
No. You try for real.
Because I could say 150,000 pounds and like cut it real close.
No, that's ridiculous. It would never be that heavy. Try for real.
Right.
Just a number.
2,100 pounds.
Okay, and I'm going to say 150,000 pounds.
Okay. I just said that I would.
Ah, it's 2,700 pounds. Okay, so you barely won by a score of 207,057 to 400,168. We might need to try this one again some other time with like bigger numbers because once I
Yeah,
lost
I think
that
they
one,
all need to be big numbers. Like,
yeah. I'll work on Sea Dog, but that was a great first introduction to the game, and it's been a privilege to play with you. We need to do trivia really quick because I just got a text that dinner is ready, and I'm ready to go scarf down some of this bad boy. But Q&A is important. Like Ginnick said, leave a comment on Spotify or on Instagram or on TikTok at Until We Agree. You can leave comments literally anywhere and we're going to find it. If it's a question, we'll answer it live on air. Today, even Ronnie asked us a question in our Discord right like as we started today. How cool is that? So Ronnie asks, would you change one decision in your past or one decision in humanity's history?
easily my past.
Yeah, of course. Why would I care about humanity's history?
Because yeah,
I'm more
it
interested in
might-
what benefits me.
And we just don't know the butterfly effect. You know, we don't know about the butterfly effect, and everybody
That's
says
true.
to be careful and be wary. But
I
yeah,
would
that's what I
choose-
would choose.
I would choose to not get Crohn's disease this time around.
See, okay, I was gonna say I would choose.
You should have eaten the fish in Miami for sure
I should have eaten the fish in
instead of had
Miami,
that
but I don't know if-
pizza.
I think I could go back even further.
Oh,
And I
really?
would
What
choose a
would you do?
completely different charter.
Yeah.
I think if we're on a different charter boat, not only do we catch fish, we catch more fish that I could eat or would
Yeah.
want to eat.
And
And then
we-
I don't eat pizza, and then I don't get FP, food poisoning.
Yeah. And then we just rejoice and we're happy. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one. I want to change mine to that too. I'll keep the Crohn's, and I don't know how I would undo Crohn's. That's the problem. But yeah, I want to catch a fish for real in Miami this time too. Great question, Ronnie. Thanks for asking. And then Kim asks, if you woke up today and found out you could eat through metal, what's the first thing you would want to snack on?
So logistically, I have some questions.
Yeah, so do I.
Just
But
because
go-
you can, does it hurt your insides, or does it like would I then be attracted to eating metal? Like, am
And
I
would-
more
how would-
hungry for metal?
how would magnets react to your tummy? You'd be bringing
a good
stuff towards
question.
you all the time.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
And-
it's
Yeah, am I gonna have preferences by the the taste of, am I gonna like shungite more than I like, say, zinc?
Yeah.
If
this
zinc's
is
metal.
actually shockingly
metal.
enough. This is crazy. This comes up right now. This is actually a plot point in Project Hail Mary. Truly, you got to read this book. This book is incredible, Tyler. You would love it.
It spans. I've read it. It
Okay.
spans all kinds of genres. It spans all kinds of emotions,
Mhm.
scientific learnings,
Yeah,
and it gets really political.
Yeah.
Really
You-
fast.
you learn something just like this podcast. You learn something, and then it gets really political really fast. So it's a fun journey that you should go on. Me, I would eat. You know those things that you like press your face into, like the little metal needles, and then it would like imprint on your face. I always
Yeah.
thought those always felt good texturally on my hand or on my face. I would be able to eat those, and then it could feel texturally good inside my stomach.
But would they? Yeah, I guess if you have the ability, that I guess your whole system has adapted. So I guess that's cool.
Dude, that was so science of you. That was sick. Say something.
you just-
Say something else science before we throw it to Hutch in this episode.
Okay, give me any topic in the world.
Space travel. Why not?
Hey, sharks. So, let me put you onto my company, Space Travel. Have you ever wanted to travel in space?
Company space.
One,
Yes, I have.
are you okay? Thank you. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Mark Cuban, but there's a new shark on the panel because you fired Barbara.
Okay, what's up, Mark Cuban? Oh, hey, you're the new shark.
Yeah, I'm the
Terry,
new
right?
Terry. Wait, are we on a podcast right now?
Well, it's a bit of a podcast, but it's more
Oh,
of a show.
no! Oh no! Hit it hard! Get me out of here!
Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
Anyways, so this is a post-credit scene. Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This was a fun one. This might be one of my favorite episodes of all time. So tell your friends, and here's Tyler doing either Obama or RFK. We never know for sure.
Fellow Americans.
Okay, it's RFK. All right, we'll see ya.
Bro, I said fellow Americans. That could be anybody.